Today we are going to take all of the internal electronics from the inside of this Bachmann boxcar and put them up into this baggage car from USA Trains. So that's going to be our little project for the day. So I'll get this reset here and we will start the process of removing all the electronics here. First thing I'm going to do is disconnect the battery so we don't have any shorts or anything like that coming out of it. And these are velcroed in. So, and these are set up wired in series. These are wired in series with a special connector that wires them right into series. So we'll set that off to our side. And then we're taking out one of the speakers, which is velcroed in, and now we're going to set that one down there, and now we're removing the actually four speaker setup that you see behind there. There's one small speaker over there, one small speaker here, and then the longer one here and another one. And now I am taking the RCS, and we've got the MU plugs here, and we've got those wired in. So we will take a little screwdriver and take the black and the red wire out of there, so that we can pull that out through the little hole here. So there is our wiring setup, our MU setup with the MU plug on it, and just bare wires on the other end. So we'll set that off to our left here, and now we can remove what I said previously. This is the RCS board. Your battery hookup is on this side, and your MU plug hooks into these two plugs. You've got a fuse right here. Let me get my hand underneath here where you can see what I'm doing better. You've got a fuse here and a charging jack right here, and then on this side you've got your plug-in, which will just pull right up out, your plug-in module for your QSI decoder. So we'll leave that plugged in there. Make sure we get all these back in there to the right pins. Push that down. And we are going to take loose the speaker wire out of that. So now what we have out of the actual unit, I'll set it alongside here on the board, is go the other way here with it, is the RCS module with the charging jack in it, and then wired into it is the adapter board from QSI, and then piggybacked on top of it is the decoder board, and then into this little socket right here that I'm pointing to, which is, I'll flatten it out here, there's a wire tape, as you can see here, and it goes over here to this module with an antenna wire on it, and that is your G wire, which is your control. This is sound, this is control. Okay, so now we've got that removed from the box car, and we'll set the box car aside here. That will get another RCS module in it and another set of batteries, and we will just have another battery car, I believe, made out of that. So I'm going to go ahead and do some checking from here on this point, and then I will come back and we'll see what I'm going to do with putting it in the baggage car from USA. So it'll be our sound decoder, control, batteries, power, everything to power the FA, FB from USA Trains, or excuse me, not FA, FB, but PAPB from US Trains. And we're going to have all of our electronics in the baggage car instead of a non-prototypical box car. So the next part will be once I see how I'm going to install it into the actual baggage car. Okay, here we are back again, and this was probably the hardest part of the whole installation, and I now have it in place. But what you have to do is pull off the end of the baggage car, and you've got to feed everything through there. And I'm going to try to tip this up towards the light and see if I can get a close-up of that in there. But all the electronics are in there, and the MU plug is hooked up to the little decoder board. Everything is hooked up and ready to go in there, and I'll show you from another view here in just a second. Okay, as you can see, since I tipped the car, we have one speaker right inside here, which everything goes in from this end all this way. Over here, you see there's a speaker back here, one of the three. Then the double module is sitting right here, and the battery pack is laying right in here, and the QSI board is right here, hooked into the RCS module with the fuse breaker here and the MU plug going out this end of the car. And here I'll show you as I turn on the power, you'll see the power light come on right there, and it's turned nice, pretty bright green. So our installation is complete, other than, let's see, with my T9000 throttle, if it still works like it should. So we flip it on, and okay. We've got a little bit of a problem. I think I know what it is. So once I think I have not got the speaker system plugged in. So once I get that done, I'll come back on again. Okay, what it was I did not have the G-wire board right here plugged into the decoder board here, which is then attached to with all the power and everything. So we've got our battery pack connected here to the little RCS module, to the decoder, and then the G-wire. And before we seal it up and make everything nice, we're going to use the throttle and see if it works. So here we go. Turn on the decoder, and voila, it works. Checking everything. There's the bell. Set to go back and button everything up once we know we've got it in there right and everything. So we'll come back, and the next segment will be actually where it's sealed up in there and buttoned up, and we'll show you the final installation. So everything we did on this car, we made it easy accessible from the door on the back side there and the door on this side. Speakers are accessible from here. If we ever have to remove the whole thing, we take it out of the end of the car itself, which I'm pointing to right here with my hand, and get a little bit wider shot here. And so we could pull everything out from the end of the car, and there is actually about 6 screws is all, very easy to get in here. And on this side in here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but inside there is the G-wire itself, and it's I use Velcro to tape it down. So let me get back to the other. Let me turn this around, and you'll be able to see what I've done here. And we'll be getting to button it back up here again. And as you can see, I have the power plug just coming out of the door here now. We can elaborate that if we want, but I try to do everything easy peasy. So if I want to convert this back over the box chart, it won't be any problem to get back in there and do it. And all I've